inspired to talk about hope. Hope and happiness. Hope and happiness, they don't go together. We don't need hope. Not that there's anything wrong with hope. This isn't about vilifying hope, but this is just a sharing and a contemplation on this belief. Hope is a belief. I hope things will get better. I was working on my computer not too long ago, and there's a plugin on my website that wasn't working properly, so I had to reload it. And all the while it was reloading, I was hoping, I hope this works. And in that is tension. In that is an obscuring of what's true. Hope is despair. The only difference between hope and despair is that in despair, you see no possibility of a solution. In hope, you believe there's a solution. You don't have it, but you believe there's a solution in the future. And so in the present moment, the presence is obscured. And in this world, there's a lot of hope. That's what we do. We hope, we hope, we hope, all the while obscuring what's true. And what's true is that we are free, we are liberated, we are already saved, we are loved, we are whole and complete. But in hope, we forget. We are sold hope in this world. Back when Obama ran for president, he sold us hope. Right? We were hopeful. We were in despair, and now there's hope. And certainly hope can be helpful, perceived as helpful, because certainly from a position of despair, not seeing possibility, you go to hope, and now there's possibility, certainly feels like it's helpful, and certainly feels like it's certainly a better feeling. So certainly there's nothing wrong with hope, and it seems very logical, but at the deeper truth, hope is still a sense of suffering. It's a sense of not having what we need to be happy right now. We're hoping for something. We're hoping. But this message is really about knowing that the solution is already here. And in hoping, we obscure the solution. In hoping, we blind ourselves to what is ultimately true. Because even if we hope for something and we get what we hope for, even when we get it, we still don't have an eternal sense of peace. We may have a momentary sense of pleasure and happiness, but it's momentary. It's momentary. We don't need hope. We don't have to look forward to the solution. The solution is here. We often hope with not even realizing it. It seems so insignificant to the disturbance of our peace, and we just hope all the time. I hope I get to work early today. I hope I get that raise I've been wanting. I hope I find a job. I hope I find a partner, a lover. I hope my marriage gets better. When we're sick, or if someone's terminally sick, you hope for a cure. You hope. I think there's City of Hope. I think it's a cancer, nonprofit cancer research organization. City of Hope. But the answer, the solution isn't the cure. The answer, the solution is recognizing that you could never be sick. Who you are, what you are is not the body. That's the answer. The one solution that's available in the moment is the recognition that we are not a limited body or a limited entity in this world, but rather we are an extension of truth. We are one self, united with our Creator, and we are eternally perfect. We are eternally whole and complete. There is nothing wrong. Our ideas of what we think would make us better is what's obscuring peace. It's what's obscuring truth. So this idea of hope, we share, we look at it together, and we recognize there's nothing wrong with hope. This isn't an anti-hope video, more of let's inspect what hope's about. And what are the fears of letting go of hope? We're very attached to hope. You know, what if we gave up hope that anything could be different? Give up hope that our lives could get better? Give up hope that we can be enlightened? Give up hope that we can have a mystical experience? Give up hope that we will experience abundance in this world and get money? Give up hope that we'll live long lives in this world? Give up all, if we gave up all hope of even tomorrow, of the next moment, give it all up. It's like, the ego's like, because what it means is giving up meaning on everything. So it's scary from the perspective of a separate identity or separate self-concept to give it all up, because the self-concept has worked all its life to get and keep getting, and it hasn't yet achieved what it's looking for, but it still hopes, because there's a possibility somewhere in the future. But when that's dropped and meaning is dropped, what are we left with? The answer is never going to be in the future. The answer is never going to be in circumstances being different. Although circumstances will change, they always do. Things change, things come and go. People come and go. But there's an eternal presence that's always the same. It remains the same. It's been there for as long as any of us can remember. And it'll be there as far as we can imagine. It is eternal. That presence, that solution. Hope puts us on a timeline. It puts us on a linear timeline. You know, somewhere along this timeline, I hope it'll get better. The only thing that has the promise of better is something different from this, is another way of thinking about this, the world. It is the relinquishment or the willingness, just the willingness, because it's not us that relinquishes anything, but the willingness to let something bigger than us work through us. Let go of our attachments to thinking that we know how things are supposed to be. And in the experience of happiness and joy, where's hope? There is no hope. You can't have it. Even if we were to imagine for a moment the times when we do recognize we're joyful and happy, even if it's seemingly momentarily, in that moment there's no hope. It's not needed, right? Because everything you would want or hope for is there. Your joy. You're at peace. Don't hope for peace. Recognize you are peace. Not in physical form, but in an underlying presence that is unalterable. An underlying truth that is always there. It always has been and it always will be there. Hope only has a function in this world. In heaven, Hope's not needed, just as much as miracles are not needed, just as much as forgiveness is not needed. Hope is not needed. I don't want hope anymore. Who needs it? It simply serves as a veil to a deeper truth. There's no dependency on an outside circumstance when you no longer need hope. You can bask in whatever it is, in whatever it is, in whatever it seems to appear like. You can bask in the joy of that. Just bask in it. In you're basking in presence, I suppose. I don't know. Hope and happiness do not go together. I love you.